So typically the month of June is absolutely dead for me on Teachers Pay Teachers. Honestly, the whole summer is usually dead for me as well. And I know I'm not alone because when I get on any TPT groups and creator groups, everybody's talking about the same thing. But something really interesting happened to me this month, and I'm really excited to share it with you. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel from the Behavior Check-In, and I'm a K-12 special education teacher turned behavior specialist, and I help teachers with real strategies for real classrooms. And I also make teacher resources that I sell on TPT to help teachers in their classrooms. And in today's video, we are talking about my June income report. Now, I know I'm doing some stuff different. It's summer. I'm being creative. I'm trying some new things. You can let me know what you think. I thought maybe moving around a little bit of vlog style might be kind of interesting. I've done vlogs before in the past. You can check them out if you're interested, and kind of just went more to sit down videos. But if it's something you like, just let me know. Or if you don't like it, you can let me know too. That's fine. But it is summer. So full disclaimer before we jump into everything, I am home with my kids and my pets. So I apologize for any noise in the background. I'm in Southern California. I'm in military housing. There is not a lot of space. We gotta make do. So sometimes life happens. Just wanna let you know about that. Sometimes we get little visitors on four legs, if we're lucky. And you might see that too. Just wanna let you know. So I'm just kind of making use of the space that I have. And we're gonna go ahead, enough about that, and jump into talking about June and what it looked like for me on TPT. Okay, pulling up my laptop here to make sure that I don't miss any important details. So for the month of June, I brought in $555.31 in sales. So this is before all the TPT fees, and I ended up bringing home in earnings $444.21 in sales. I was pleasantly surprised by this because my goal was honestly maybe to break $200. So to bring in 444, I'm really excited about that. I think that is something worth celebrating. And I think that's a big deal coming from the fact that June is historically a slow month for me, and that it is historically slow for a lot of creators. So the old pattern was kind of wild. So looking back, June 2024, I only made $27.37. And in 2025, I made $182.90. Now that was up 568%. And then in June 2026, this year, of course, I told you the 444, and that's up another 143%. So this isn't how much I made video exactly. It's here's what I did to get there that kind of changed. And so I'm going to show you my screen and show you exactly everything that changed and what I did. Overall, 1,066 views this June versus 946 last June. So that's up 13%. And my conversion rate is 4.13%, up almost a full point from the 3.28% and the units sold. So this is the one I'm most excited about, the 45 units versus the 32. So that is up 41%. So even though traffic only grew a little, sales grew a lot. And that tells me the type of traffic I'm getting right now is buying more efficiently. So these are the things I want to point out right here. So these are some of my newer launches: the IEP Teacher Toolkit, the Ultimate Sped Bundle, and the IEP Tracking Bundle and Service Minutes. These are all brand new, and they didn't exist last June. And they're already pulling in real traffic and real sales. So the IEP Teacher Toolkit has 100 views with 5 units. The IEP Data Tracking Bundle is 5 units at 5.17% conversion. And so the bundle strategy that I've been leaning on, this is showing that this is actually working. Here's the one that I want to be honest about. This has been my top product by views for a while, 117 views this year, but conversion has dropped
9.9 down to 5.98%, and units sold has dropped 30%, so from 10 down to 7. So this is a listing I really think I need to go back and audit. It could be the thumbnail has gone stale, which would kind of be what I'm thinking. And so it really can't compete with my other bundles. So if I look at it, this is the one that I have. And I think that maybe just looking at everything, this might need to be one of the bundles that I need to go back and look at. At least that's going to be my strategy and my thinking moving forward. So this one right here, my accommodations tracker, that is one of my higher converting. It's also one of my newer ones. So if I go in and look at that thumbnail, you can see that this one is a lot more bright and I think showcases the product more. So I think I'm going to be leaning into updating my thumbnails more to this design. So really, I think 3 things that I am walking away with is that I really do need to push some traffic towards the products that already convert like crazy, because that is doing well for me. And I think I need to go in and fix some listings and some slides further and just refresh my resources. Hopefully that will help continue this momentum into July.
So this part really surprised me. My IEP and behavior tracking bundle is still the workhorse of my store. So lifetime sales for this product has been over $1,500, and that's steady weekly buyers at $29.69 a pop. My ultimate sped behavior and data bundle toolkit that I only launched in April is already brought in 684 in sales. And that's about 15 purchases, which I feel like is a really good sign, especially during not peak season for me. This is the part somebody actually requested. It was the views versus the purchases, because getting found and getting bought are 2 completely different problems. And I don't think I've ever really broken this down before, because to be real with you, I didn't really know how to, but I took some time and hopefully I'm doing this right. So I'm going to show you what I was looking at my keywords table. So the search for my analytics shows that my top keyword search is IEP minute tracker. It's brought in like 14 to 22 visits depending on the week. And that has 0% conversion and $0. But the IEP tracker only has 10 visits, but converted almost 10% and brought in $4.79. PDA is the same story. It's a small visit count, but 10 to 12% conversion. So basically almost every one of my top keywords brings people to my store, but only 2 or 3 of them are actually turning into sales. And that's a lesson for me to learn from here. So visibility and conversion are not the same thing, and most sellers only ever look at the first one. And I want to be honest about something though, this really did not happen overnight. This has been years of building and audience building and reviews and having more than one income stream. Sorry, we're getting a background actor. My dog's barking. So if your summer feels dead right now, that's not a reflection of you doing something wrong. It just means the foundation hasn't been laid yet. And that takes time. So if you want to start building that foundation for yourself, I've got a workshop and a store link. But either way, I hope this was actually useful. I really want you to feel like it's something that you can learn from and grow from. Like, we're doing this together. I want these videos to feel like you're talking to a fellow seller and you're connecting. Now, I do think it's really important to mention that bundles definitely helped me out again. I really feel the thing that I have been doing differently within my store that has brought me from making only like 20 some odd bucks all the way to making close to $500. That's what I'm taking home anyway. I think is the bundles. And I have been preaching this month after month, and I am really finding that that seems to have more impact on my store than how many products I have in there. Now, I have made more products that I have put in my store that I've been working on. I talked about in the last video that summer is definitely when I work on growing, not necessarily when I work so much on promoting, and that has been true. So one of the new products that I did introduce this past month in June was my ESY tracker. And I did get some sales on that, but it wasn't anything huge, which is normal. And I expect that with a new product. And I've created some other products that I have just launched that haven't had any sales yet, but I'm hoping they will pull more sales in as teachers start buying. Because I get it. Like, I'm really surprised to have any sales at all, considering teachers are on break. I'm not currently buying anything from my classroom, so I don't expect other educators to be wanting to do that. But I also know too that some people like to take that time to plan, so they don't have to think about it, that they don't have to be stressed, any of that stuff. So that makes complete sense to me. But I think overall, the biggest thing that I learned is consistency. I think that consistency just goes and carries you a long way. And I'm also glad that I didn't give up. I think that was one of those things I wanted to do a lot of the times. And we work for hours on a product and you don't really see any return. It can be very frustrating. But I'm glad that I continue to be consistent because I feel that it's just going to continue to build. Now, I don't know what July is going to look like. That historically hasn't been so hot either, so we'll see. Once again, I'll keep the same mentality that if I break $200, I will be super happy. Any money is better than no money. But overall, I was really happy with June. And I'm going to just continue to say that I think I didn't do any heavy social media promotion. I do try to promote a couple times a month on my social media, but when I actually look at my screen, I can show you where my traffic's coming from. My traffic is mainly coming from the TPT site itself. It's not really coming from anything that I put on Instagram. So I think it does bring in some sales because you can see that when you look at my analytics, but I don't really feel like it's doing anything that's like a game changer. So if you're someone who isn't using social media, I don't think it's going to hurt you. I don't have an email list. I know we talked about that. One of my goals was to try to get into looking at an email list this summer. I don't know if that's going to happen. I was really lofty in my goals and wanted to do a lot of things this summer, so I didn't quite get to it. Isn't that just how summers work? I guess. But my goal is to hopefully have an email list at some point. But right now, I feel like I've done pretty well with my current strategy, which is bundles, creating high quality resources that I feel like teachers could actually use that are unique, not just worksheets. And I think making sure that I am promoting them the best I can and trying to do the best keyword research I can. I have just been using like AI to kind of help me come up with ideas for keywords and kind of do my own research by looking at other products, but I don't have like an actual keyword product that I use right now. Maybe that'll be something I invest in down the road, but currently I don't have that. If you found this video helpful and you like this kind of content and you want more of these and you liked this kind of quasi vlog style that I just did, I know it's not really a vlog, it's just me moving around my room, but I could do more vlogs if that's something you're interested in. I just kind of stepped away from them because I didn't really see in my YouTube that people cared that much. So I stuck more to the sit down videos. But if you like the moving around, you like a little bit more visual interest, then I am happy to add that. And if you like these videos, please, like and share and subscribe. I do these once a month. I can do more on requests of certain things that you would like to look at. I read all of my comments, everything that you send me. I take it to heart. I really care what input you have. I feel like that helps me grow as a creator. So please let me know if there's something that you would like me to cover, or if you would like a behind the scenes or like a day in the life of how I do the things that I do. That's fine too. I'm open to all of that. But thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I will catch you in the next one.